So hey guys, welcome to HS Academy. So guys, in today's video, we are going to discuss about if you are a fresher and applying for a HS professional job, it may be of any post. Okay, so how you can create an effective resume for a job. Okay, so in today's video, I'll be sharing around 5 to 6 strategies that I have implemented in my resume and found great results, as well as hope these particular strategies will helpful for you also in your resume creation. Okay, so first of all, the strategy number one is your guys customization of your resume. Generally, we people have the tendency that we will go to a cyber cafe and give some amount to that guy who is sitting on the cyber cafe, and he will give us a resume. Irrespective of our customization, he will take one simple format and give to us. Don't do like that. Involve sometimes in doing research. Okay, just take around 10 to 12 templates of different resume or different formats of the resume. Okay, just see them, just comprehensively analyze them. Okay, and try to make your resume very creative as well as interesting. Creative doesn't means that you need to put rainbow colors in that. It means at least you should use two colors in that. It may be blue, black. That will be fine, I think so. Okay, you can utilize in them and try to customize in yourself. Take one content from one resume, second content from second resume, try to make it professional apart from the conventional one in which one image will be that in the side, after that name, address and all. Don't do like that. As well as when we come to the strategy number 2 guys, at the time there is a mindset that was fitted in our mind that as a fresher, do not put a resume more than 2 pages or more than 1 pages. So I know the candidates, those who went to the interview with a 1 page resume and got not selected. Okay, they have thrown out from the interview. Now we need to change this particular strategy and make your resume at least 3 to 4 pages. If you have sufficient knowledge, if you have some achievements, skills, some past records of courses and all, try to make it in a 3 to 4 pages. Don't be, what you can tell, hesitate to show your skills, whatever you have. Okay, so do not try to make your resume 1 and 2 pages. That was your conventional approach. In my case also, my resume consists of 4 pages. Now you will tell that it is not good to make a resume of 3 to 4 pages. People have told that it is not good a practice. So it's not like that, guys. If you have achievements, if you have skills, you can show them without any problem. But yeah, if any question arises in the interview from whatever you mention in the interview, in your resume, you should answer that, okay, without any hesitation. Strategy number 3 is with regards to your showcase of your skills. Generally, try to show 2 types of skills in your safety officer resume or HS professional resume. That is your technical skill and soft skills. Now, what is the meaning of technical skill? So see guys, as you know that safety is a technical subject. Okay, so in safety you will be learning about a lot of things. I'm not telling that you need to put, I know work permit system, I know how to fill the fire extinguisher, I know how to do firefighting. These are all things not required because everybody knows these things. You are not doing a special thing. Special things means if you know what is HAZOP, this is a technical thing. You know what is FAMIDA, that is a technical thing. You know what is the meaning of aerial firefighting, this is a technical thing. Aerial ignition, this is the technical things. It means if you know some technical tools that is available in the safety, you know LOPA, layers of protection analysis, then you can mention on them. Technical skills, okay, you need to fill that around 5 to 3 points, depend upon your coverage, how much you know about it, you can put at least 5 points, that will be superb. Okay, when we come to the second one guys, that is your soft skills. Soft skill in that doesn't means that I know MS Office, I know how to put an email, I know internet surfing. These are conventional things. We don't want that. We want that from the safety itself. From the safety side, what are the soft skills? What are the softwares you know? For example, you know FTS, Fire Dynamic Simulator. That is one of the soft skills which people doesn't know. You can write that on that. You know Aloha. You can write that. You know pedestrian modeling. You know evacuation simulation. You know explosion modeling. You can write that because these are the specialized skills. You know Lopax, you know Famida X, you know Select, Silver, Excellentia. These are the special software. If you know them, you can write that. because it is going to give you added advantage apart from other candidate. So don't try to put conventional one like internet surfing and all. It will not give you any benefit. Now guys, strategy number 4. When we come to the strategy number 4, that is your areas of interest. See guys, when you are studying any particular subject, at that time sometimes people develop their own areas of interest. For example, basically we are the fire and safety students. We are studying fire protection as well as safety also. So at that time we will be having areas from both the sides, fire protection also, safety also. Some people like to know about fire extinguishers, fire protection systems, wildland fires and all, space fires. Okay, so try to put 2 sections inside that. First is related to fire protection, second is related to safety. It may be any personal process functional systems. Okay, and inside that try to write your subtopics. It means in fire protection, what are the things that I like? For example, I like fire modeling, evacuation simulation. Okay, like these things I like it, so I can put in them. So if any question arises from these sides, these topics, then I can give the answer very easily. Only try to write your own areas of interest. Do not try to copy. If you once copy means you will be in trouble. Okay, likewise same applies on the particular safety side. Okay, so safety also there will be some specialized areas. For example, cyber security. It may be related to your functional safety. Okay, vehicles functional safety. So you can write like that. Depend upon your own interest. Okay, do not try to copy anyone. If I am telling functional safety, do not try to write that, because until and unless you have the knowledge on functional safety, it will be totally waste. So strategy number 5, when we come to the strategy number 5, it is regarding guys your mentioning of certificates. It means whatever the certificates you have done apart from the online courses, because I know that in the lockdown itself people have done a lot of courses, but if you mention that, that will increase unnecessary length of your resume that we don't want. Try to mention genuine certificate. Yeah, if you want to add any you can say specific line, okay, with regards to your online certificate, you can put them. I have done around 32 online courses. Don't try to mention each and every one, because it will take unnecessary space. And yeah, with regards to international qualification and with regards to normal qualification, you people generally put them in a normal box, but instead of that you can put 2 boxes. First is for academic qualification, second is for professional or core or international qualification. So your BSc, degree, BTech and all will become under academics, and other extra NIBOSH, IOSH, STI, whatever you have done, NIBOSH, IDIP, you can put them in international as well as core qualifications. So it will look pretty much more good. Okay. When we come to the point number as well as strategy number 6, then you can try to put your references. Okay, as well as if you have any sort of some past experience, as well as if you are a totally fresher, means you can put some records of your conferences as well as workshops. As you know that during your BTech, during your diploma, you maybe came across some conferences and workshops related to fire safety directly or indirectly. You can put them, but you should have a certificate. Don't try to put it blindly. Okay, you can show the certificate for these conferences and workshop, and if any question arises, try to give some explanation about that, what you have learned from that. So guys, these were the 6 strategies that I have shared with you. If you implement them, you can see after implementing these strategies, your resume will look like very effective apart from other guys. Okay, try to watch this video 1 to 2 times so you can set that strategies in your mind. Okay, so I hope this video was useful till now. If you have any doubt, you can put them in comment box. Okay, as well as like this video, subscribe to this channel if you are new to this channel, as well as share this video who's those guys who are going to get a job as soon as possible, as well as meet you in the next video. Till then, take care.